How you doing, Wicked fans? And thanks for tuning in. This is Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting and equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, vintage Broncos, and brand new 22 1/2 Chevy Silverado 1500 Z71s, like what you're looking at right there. Real excited about what we're seeing right there. This is the very first time we've messed around here with our auto flasher module on the front turn signals of the 1500 Chevy Silverado. What you're looking at, auto flasher on the white forward mirrors, auto flasher on the front amber turn signals, auto flasher on the factory fog lights. Now, we also tested the DRL, the white portion of those headlights, and we found that was working too. This is a new harness in this truck, by the way. It is not the same 22 1/2. This one was actually produced just last month in August. It has a brand new dashboard with a big wide radio. I'll show you in a little bit, and all new wiring harness. Doesn't match the old one as far as what I saw. This is a fun project. I went with the turn signal with the bright amber in the front just because we had white down low on the fog and white up high in the mirror. This is a personally operated vehicle. We wanted kind of a covert stealth build. He didn't want to be too over the top, except he did give me some permission in the back, and by his request, we lit the steps up in the bumper pretty good. So around the back, we did a couple of things. We've got our auto flasher on the factory tail light circuit. That's wig wagging those red tail lights. Underneath there, we have our 4-inch sound off mpower light in an amber white. There's two facing sideways. You can see them reflecting off the wall, as well as two facing backwards. We crisscross the pattern. That pattern is inner cycle. Two of the lights are alternate color and phase. So they go back and forth, not only from behind the truck, but at each corner as well. And here's a little better illustration of what I'm talking about with the synchronization. Basically, we synchronized all four of those mpower lights, and then we joined them, we extended all the wires, joined them together behind the driver's taillight there, and then ran our power wire forward to control all four lights. The other thing we did was took advantage of the flood feature of that mpower light. We went ahead and flood white all four of them on a second switch. As you can see here, you get a little bit of extra backup light if you need, a little side lighting too, make it easier to load some tools or back into a parking spot. And that's run off of switch 2. This truck did also get a siren set up. It's the Carson Hand-Held Siren. Has all the siren tones that are popular, the mechanical one and the wail and yelp. And you can see here, we mounted that under the driver's seat, tucked it in nicely right there in an area of the carpet where we can recess it down, and it's almost flush with the factory carpet. We ran our handheld remote right out the pocket there, drill a tiny little hole down in the bottom, and you can run the wiring all underneath everything. And this remote's real nice. It basically gives you all of your features for your siren. If I can get your focus here, there you go. You got manual, horn, mechanical, wail, yelp, all that, and you have LT1 and LT2. These are backlit in blue, and they turn red when they're on, as you can see. It's a nice little unit. Nice, small, fits in the hand nice, and of course, gives you all the nice siren tones, all the fun stuff. Now, it does come in a little bracket. If you want to hang it on the dash, you could do that too. We're going to leave that bracket with the customer. If he decides to use it, we'll be happy to mount it, but we don't by default mount the bracket because most people like to just tuck it away in that little pocket and keep it out of sight, out of mind when they're not using it. And of course, let's not forget that 100-watt speaker that is required when you're going to use a siren or a PA system. You can see right there, we mounted it behind the factory active shutters, and we had to use a riv nut tool to put two threaded inserts into the lower frame member there. It's like a radiator cross member probably, but it's kind of thin metal. So we put a couple riv nuts in there with some 5/16 bolts. You can use some lock washers on there, and the 90-degree bracket that comes with the speaker works just fine back there. All right, so here she is, all dormant and turned off. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you need any more info, check our website out. Drop an email to us at info@wickedwarnings.com, and we'll do our best to get you up to speed. I know, you want one last look at it. Well, there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a Chevy that you want to do something like this to yourself. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks again for tuning in to Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting and LEDs. Oh, by the way, did anybody notice a fancy new Swiss Trax pad? Trying to turn it up, make everything look a little better for y'all. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.